What's up, everyone? Welcome to today's video. Welcome to the Gamer Dad channel. Thank you very much for tuning in. Today I wanted to talk about the PC crashes that are still going on in Tom Clancy's The Division and how it's kind of a shame that this has not been isolated and fixed for the most part. It appears to me that the game on PC has some kind of a memory issue with how much CPU and how much RAM the game is actually trying to drag, and thereby this is probably shutting down a lot of the application or the processes on people's computers. So sometimes the crashes on PC are quite epic. They'll crash the game sometimes, or sometimes they'll crash your entire PC. So this is a really weird phenomenon because it's been happening for a very long time now. Since about 2022 we've seen this thing go on, and it appears that somehow Massive has not been able to isolate exactly what is going on with this particular build of the game. I think this is one of the biggest challenges of so-called live service games that have a server side aspect of them, where a lot of things are dependent on this interconnectivity between the game. Yes, it allows for you to be able to do a lot more, but I think we're reaching a point where this game's build might need an overhaul, basically a new game entirely. Now, I did an experiment today. If you notice the title of the video, I'm watching it from my YouTube channel. It's called The Division 2 PC. Have the crashes been fixed? It was a test stream, and I was going to actually test it out before going on a live stream with it. But in 15 minutes or so, by the time I was actually playing the game and then I decided to stream, I think in that 15-minute to 20-minute time frame, I'd crashed about twice. And then I played even further to about 45 minutes or so, and I realized that I crashed about 3 times. That's when I said, man, this is crazy. So I turned off the stream. Maybe that was actually adding a little bit more stress on my GPU, and I decided to just play the game. And keep in mind, this is a build that has an RTX 4090. I run a Ryzen 9 5950 on there. I mean, it's not the greatest CPU, but by no means is that something that, any game should not have sufficient CPU memory to run, or CPU power to run on, and graphics card VRAM to run on. But it appears that this problem is deeper than just, say, the machines that are being used to play the game. It crashed again at that point. Now, what's interesting is there's a season right now in play, season 10, and season 11 is actually on the horizon, coming very soon. And it appears to me that the developers are, announcing this and are trying to build up excitement, but there's no way to build up a coherent set of excitement scenarios where the game crashes every time. Unless, of course, the season 11 has the magic dust that's going to stop these crashes, then by all means, let us all be hyped for another season. But right now in the game, it just doesn't really bode well for things. Now, what's crazy is I decided, okay, well, I have multiple accounts on different platforms. I said, maybe let me jump on the Division 2 on console, and I had a good experience. I streamed for about 3 hours or so, and so that was actually quite nice. No problems with that at all. But one really interesting thing that, went down was, as I was actually going through the stream, a lot of you here in the community were telling me that, this is something that you also were noticing, was that the PlayStation 5 version was crashing for some of you. Some of you said it was crashing once you found yourself, say, on the north east side of the map, maybe close to Summit or Countdown, well, the Summit area. Some of you said once you opened up your map, the game basically gave you the crash protocol. And this is crazy that this is happening on console. So I don't know what else we need to do. Maybe we need to call awareness to this. Ubisoft, Massive, the developers, and those who are in charge right now of what the game is like. I think we may need to just mention these things so that you guys can take a look at it, because it's very important that the game is actually running very well, that the game actually has good fidelity going into the unveiling of new content in the next few days. That's when they're going to be doing the stream. That's when a lot of this stuff is going to be ramping up. So I'm guessing we're probably going to be expecting a little bit more in terms of quality. We're going to be expecting a little bit more in terms of, stability, in order for people to be able to get in, engage in the content, and actually have a good time doing it. We all like The Division. We don't want to see The Division be in a weird state. We would love to continue to see The Division, continue to do well for most of us, and for all of us that are still playing the game. I was quite pleasantly surprised how many of you jumped into the stream. Shout out to Kamikaze Von Doom, the folk in the LCN clan, Red, and so on and so forth. Those of you that jumped in, Nomad and the gang, it was so nice to basically chat with you guys after such a long time. And it was really nice to just have a smooth experience as I was playing the game, and thankfully not having any crashes, and people could comment and, you know, pretty much engage in the content. That's the biggest thing for Tom Clancy's The Division. So I'm hoping the developers are seeing that this is a huge part of their community and a huge part of their game, and whatever they need to do, you know, in order to get the game functional, needs to be done as quickly as possible. And, you know, they need to communicate if they actually have a solution for this for their audiences as well. But I'll just basically rest my case here. I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section. Tell me how your experience has been so far. Has it been something where you've been experiencing crashes, experiencing instability issues, or, you know, you're having a smooth experience so far? I don't really hear a lot of problems from the Xbox crew, though. Maybe Xbox, you guys have got the secret sauce. You know, share with us as to how this is going on your end as well. So thanks for watching the video. I appreciate you guys' time and audience. Hopefully we'll talk pretty soon. Peace out.